Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is on the KatVonD 10-year collection. I finally received it in the mail yesterday, which was May 29th. I ordered everything on Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th, right at midnight. If you are putting the math together, that is 3.5 weeks ago. It took them this long for them to send out these items. And I have to go on a little bit of a rant because the entire launch happened, she said it was going to be released at midnight exactly. All the items were going to be up, and my mind was set for the bundle. It looked like the best value for getting everything that I wanted. But the items kind of were released a little bit early, so rolling up to midnight, you check it like 5 minutes before and you already see the entire bundle is sold out. They put it up early, and that is kind of annoying, It doesn't give everyone an opportunity to be able to get the product. And then on top of that, the customer service I'm kind of annoyed at. After placing the order, it was a high quantity order, definitely. I mean, I saw so many people saying they were going to get this collection, so I figured, it wasn't going to be like 2-day shipping or anything like that. But a week went by, and then I was thinking like, okay, is it going to say it's going to be sent out soon? And then it was 2 weeks. Contacted them, and they said, we are processing orders, we will let you know. It should be shipping like next week. And I believe it was at the 2.5 week mark they finally sent, like, your item is being shipped, the label has been created, and then for a couple more days the label was still created, and it's shipping from LA, so it shouldn't be taking that long, but it took an entire extra week for them to actually be able to get these items to me. It was kind of a frustrating experience because I was thinking they should have been a little bit more prepared. I mean, they saw the amount of people wanting this collection, commenting on their social media, they should have kind of been a little bit more prepared and had more items ready to be sent out. And kind of had a little bit better of a system, because I mean 3.5 weeks for you to be able to send out your items, it just seems like way too long of a time. So already I have a little bit of a salty taste in my mouth with this collection, but I will try to put this aside and then just show you guys the goods. So since I was not able to get the bundle, what I got was, I got the biggest of the items. I got the train case, I got the brushes, I got the lipstick, and I got the palette. So let's start with the lipstick. So here is the lipstick. It is called Santa Sangre. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. It's supposed to apparently say Santa Blood, which is kind of creepy. And here we have the lipstick. It's a beautiful gold packaging. It is the standard packaging, the studs on the outside, everything is just gold. I'm just gonna do a quick swatch, 1 swipe, 2 swipes back. That's a really beautiful color. It looks like it has a blue undertone as well, which is what you want. You don't want those that have yellow, because when you wear that, it's going to make your teeth look yellow. A blue is going to help make them look whiter. It does also look like it's very rich in pigment, so it's going to give you an even coverage. I have found that some of her lipsticks are kind of hit or miss. Some of the darker ones can be a little bit patchy, so I kind of want to test this on my lips right now. Might not go with the shirt I'm wearing, so I might not keep it on, but I am going to apply it. It is also the standard $19, which is what all of her cream lipsticks are. So no crazy price jump with this one, so that's really good in case you just want to pick this one up on its own. I was attempting to stick with the KatVonD theme, and I was actually wearing Lovecraft in her cream lipstick version. If you guys didn't see my giant KatVonD haul I did back in December from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I got so many of her lipsticks. And here's what the lipstick looks like on. It actually looks really pretty. It's a very in-your-face kind of bright red, but it is very gorgeous, and I think it would be very wearable. I might just leave it on. Why not? It also has a very good scent as you're applying it. It smells kind of like vanilla. Then the next item is the palette. And then here you have the palette. It retails for $52 if you buy it on its own. And the colors in here are absolutely stunning. And in here, there are 16 shadows in which are all apparently named after the muses she used for her entire collection. So everyone who she had featured, if you were on her Instagram, everyone was like dressed in all gold. They all got a shadow named after them. And it is like an extra large mirror that's in here, absolutely beautiful. And if you want to see the back right here, here is the back. You can kind of see my camera ring light there, but the back is like a gold mirror and it has all the names and shades written on there. So I'm probably going to do a video featuring this, kind of doing like maybe a get ready with me, testing new makeup. But what I will do for you guys today is swatch all of these for you. First up, Adele, Malice, Ashley, Gina, Egypt, Sylvia, Lala, Leafar, Melanie, which does not show up on my skin tone, Alexandria, Nancy, Catherine, Helly, which is a beautiful duochrome from blue to red, Sarah, Caroline, and lastly on the hand, Chad. Got a little bit messy there, I apologize, but here are all of the swatches in the palette. This palette swatched freaking incredible. They went on like butter, and the glittery ones that you see in here are actually a textured shadow. They have a little bit of a grit to it, and they are very glittery, which looks like it gives it a very beautiful effect. It would be a fabulous all over the lid color. I think this palette is very exciting. I think you definitely have to be someone who likes the more eccentric kind of colors. This is not your standard like neutrals palette. It does have some great kind of neutral colors, so you can do very wearable looks, but I think it's definitely for someone who likes to be a little bit daring with their makeup. It's not for everyone, but I think this is a beautiful palette, and I think for $52, it's kind of in her normal price range. I did have to do a little bit of comparing on her website, and her Shade and Light palette, the eye contour one, is $49, so it's not that big of a price difference. I think it's really fairly priced. So I think if you want to pick up this one, it is still available. It's not sold out, which is awesome that you can still get your hands on it. I think it's a great palette, so if you've been thinking about getting it, I think it's going to be worth it 100%. And I will be doing a kind of new makeup video very soon, so stay on the lookout for that one. And I will be using this palette. Moving right along, I got the brush collection as well. I do have a few opinions on this, but I will leave that to the end after I show you guys everything. So this entire brush collection retails for $125. You get 5 brushes in here. The first brush you get is the number 40, the Lock-It Edge Concealer Brush. It has a gold handle, which they are all going to have, and it is a plastic material, and it feels very lightweight. If you put it like this, the front end is actually a lot heavier than the actual brush handle itself, so it doesn't feel too heavy. It feels very light, like you can get a good control over it. The bristles are very soft as well. It is pretty densely packed, so it's not too flimsy when you try to go around with it, but it is dense enough to where you can get a good amount of control. Next brush is the number 10 Lock-It Edge Foundation Brush. It's like the number 40, but a much larger version that you're going to use for your foundation. Same kind of density as the smaller version. Then we have the number 20 brush, which is the Lock-It Setting Powder Brush. This one is super fluffy. You can just see it folding in on itself. It's so light and feels so soft. Then we have the number 2 brush, which is for powder contour. This one is also very fluffy, which looks like it's going to be pretty easy to blend out your contour. You don't want anything too stiff, or else it's gonna not really be able to blend it out as easily. And lastly, we have the number 25 brush, the Lock-It Precision Powder Brush. Again, super soft, super fluffy. When you turn it to the side, it is a lot more flatter. So it's gonna be giving you a lot more precision powder instead of the very fluffy number 20. Now that I've shown you guys all the brushes, I think it's safe to kind of give you my opinion on them. When you first get them, I think you may be a little bit disappointed. They look very luxurious, like they're going to be kind of heavy and have a very good feel to them. They feel very cheap. They are hollow. I can't tell if this is actually metal or if it's plastic. It feels kind of like plastic, but it could just be like a metal coating on top. And for being synthetic brushes, it just seems like $125 for the 5 of these brushes seems a little bit steep. I'm not exactly sure why she set it at such a high price point, because when I get into the train case, that thing is massive and it is $150. This one is almost the same price. It's just $25 off, and all you're getting is these 5 brushes. I'm more than likely gonna return these items because I feel like it wasn't the quality in which I was expecting from it. And for the price point, I just don't think that they are really worth it. I mean, if you end up getting these brush sets and you really enjoy it, you know, good for you. I'm happy that you enjoy them. Everyone's opinion is going to be different. That's just my opinion on these brushes. Like, if these were just like $5 brushes a piece, absolutely awesome stuff. Morphe has the Gilded collection. You got so many more brushes in that collection, and it was, I think, the same price almost as this, and you only get 5 brushes. I just want to be very brutally honest with you guys and let you know if it's actually going to be worth it to spend your money on. Which then we have the big one, the train case. I'm going to adjust my camera angle and I'm going to show you guys the entire deal. So here is the box you get when you order it. And then you pull it out and you get it wrapped in a ton of plastic. And then here is the front of the train case. It comes with a lock that you just flip open. And then when you flip it open, you see that you get a very large mirror. You can see my little tree in the background. And you pull out these drawers just like this. As you can see, it has the red velvet inside. And you just push the drawers open and shut like this. Fold it down. Now I have to show you guys that this is not a strong kind of outside material. This feels almost like it's cardboard. It's very soft. It feels almost like the plywood that, if you've ever built an IKEA shelf, that little backing that you put on the back of the shelf, that's kind of what this material reminds me of. And here is the back of the train case. And there you have it. And the train case does also come with its own set of keys, so you can lock it up if you wanted to. And as you guys can tell, that this handle is actually plastic. It has just been kind of like a gold coloring put on top or whatever they may have done with it. It is already starting to rub off, so with the more use, I think it's going to start to break down even more. I mean, just grabbing it is just going to kind of remove this color. And I have to say, 100%, the train case was the item I was the most excited about. I wanted this train case so much because the idea and the concept was so cool. I mean, no other company has done a launch with a train case before, or at least not that I have seen, that has this cool design. Everything around it just looks so cool. Like, you wanted to put your makeup in there, you wanted to travel with it, you want to show it off. But I have to say, I feel like the execution of this is a little bit subpar. It was not as good of a quality as you would expect for the price point. I mean, the handle, that gold is just going to disappear. The outside packaging of it not being a sturdier material, I can understand that they wanted to keep the integrity of the image, and that's probably why they use this cardboard material. But I feel like any kind of accidental scrape on it, any kind of, like, you know, you throw it in the back of your trunk, you throw it in the back seat of your car, you're traveling with it, any ding on it, it's gonna kind of ruin the actual design. And I have to be honest, I'm a little bit torn. I want to return this because I feel like the quality is not where I wanted it to be for the amount of money that this actually cost. But I feel like the design was so cool, everything, you know, it just, it's totally Kat Von D. It's very cool, it's very edgy, it's a showpiece really. But I have to give you the completely like unbiased opinion of my husband. I unboxed this yesterday just to kind of get a little peek at it, and my husband walks over. I had it open and I was looking and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And he walks over, picks it up, looks around, moves around the drawers a little bit, and he's like, wow, this is cheap. This looks so cheap and not like it's worth $150. I just wish she would have used slightly different materials in different areas, like the handle, the outside packaging of it. So for that reason, you know, I am very torn. I think the only reason I'm really like thinking like I want to keep it is because of the actual design of it. And you know, if you put that aside, I think this box just really isn't worth it. So I know that this box is currently sold out, but if she does a restock, if you are waiting on your order, if you're just taking a long time, you know, just take the time to really think like, is this actually going to be worth the $150? If it is to you, great, grab it. But if you think like, nah, I could probably do without it, it doesn't look like it's that great quality, skip it, which is probably what I'm gonna do. You know, I think the train case and the brushes just kind of felt a little bit short in my opinion. I will be keeping the palette and the lipstick. I think those are absolutely beautiful and I will be using those in a future video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment down below what you thought of this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell button so it'll let you know when I post my next video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!